In this video, I'm going to be running you through certain product research methods that you can be using right now to be able to prepare yourself for Q4, which is right around the corner. We're going to be going over Halloween products, Black Friday products, and so many more different types of products that you can sell right now to be able to bring you in $50,000 every single month. Yes, I said $50,000 every single month in profit. I'm going to be showing you my product research methods that I use to be able to bring sales in just like this and this on both of my e-commerce dropshipping businesses. I'm going to be running you through everything that I do in order to be finding products just like that right now. So let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to be going through two different methods today. One of them being PP ads and another one being the Temu method. Our first method we're going to be doing is the Temu method here. And as you can guess, we're going to come to Temu.com. And this is where we're going to be finding products that are currently trending, but are kind of still under the radar. You're going to see a lot of familiar stuff, a lot of familiar products. If you kind of come on here, it's kind of like the consumer side of AliExpress. It's where people think they're not getting AliExpressed, but they are. So this is a really good product research method. And what we want to do is once we're on the home page of Temu, we can play around with a bunch of different categories that they have on here. I'll either come to the categories or best sellers. For sake of this video though, we'll come under categories. You can see a bunch of different niches that we have here. One of my product research methods that criteria that I'll have is being able to have products that solve insecurities or a problem. That is my main criteria whenever I'm looking for a product. I don't like to touch anything else that doesn't do any of that because I don't really see it working as well and have a stable longevity factor to it if it doesn't actually solve a problem. So what niches actually solve the most amount of problems? Well, I would say beauty and health or women's clothing. These are what I've seen to do the best and perform time after time again. So let's come to beauty and health and let's kind of check out some products that we can see here. Once we have made our way over to beauty and health, we're going to sort by either relevance or top sales. As you can probably tell, this whole entire method, it's really in the air and up to you about how you want to have these filters. There's so many different ways to go about finding these products, and it really just takes you to kind of play around with a bunch of these filters and see what you can find. I like sorting by relevance just because it'll show us stuff that's fairly new, and when I scroll through these products, I want to be looking for stuff that once again solves an insecurity or a problem, but also will have high enough margins for us to sell. So you can probably see this first product here. It looks like a very good product and I actually do like it a lot. It just doesn't really solve, number one, a big enough problem for us, and number two, it doesn't have a high enough perceived value. So you can see we can buy it for 97 cents. How expensive could we really sell a product like this? You want to be looking for products that you can actually sell for a pretty good price point and have really high margins on. With that being said, this product could easily be sold for $20, but I'd say your offer still needs to be pretty strong. I want to be looking for stuff that has a really big problem solver to a broad audience. Maybe people who want to clip their eyebrows, maybe this isn't the best product for them. Maybe this isn't like the most broad product is what I meant. We want to be finding stuff that has a broad audience and a passionate pocket of people. So as we scroll through here, we want to be looking for stuff that solves a problem. So for example, some of us have probably seen this beard bib. This solves a problem, right? And something I've learned psychologically is the bigger an item is, just the higher perceived value it is. You can see in these pictures, it shows it's a pretty large looking object. People are going to perceive that as higher value and look at it as something that should be ticketed as more expensive. We can see the beard bib here again, and as we scroll through the beauty section, we can just see a bunch of products that have been winners in the past. So for example, this hair curler, I think most of us have seen this hair straightening iron, I think we've all seen this. Well, like products like these, you know what I mean? This can be all stuff that can be sold, and if you just come through here, you can see that this solves an insecurity and a problem. It shapes a woman or a guy, I guess if a guy wants to use this, their jawline. So this can solve a huge insecurity of people who want to get a jawline but don't want to put in the work to actually get one. And that's something you'll come to find out as well. People love buying products that will solve issues for them very quick. If you look at like the forearm trainer that kind of blew up on TikTok, that was a product where people showed like, hey, look how instant you can get veins. People love to be saved time, and if you can tell them that this gadget will shape their jawline and make their jawline so much more slim and sharp, and they will buy into it. So that's a really good example of a product, and that is just product research method number one. Now let's go over to our second one. Bringing ourselves over to to PP ads. I know PP ads does get a lot of hate. I mean, if you have the right filters and you have the right eye, is what I say, you're able to find good products. So I'll be showing you exactly what filters I use to be able to find products generating me over 6 figures every single month. So here's what I do. We want to bring ourselves over to the product research tab on PP ads. And once again, we want to have an eye out for things that are solving problems or insecurities. We don't want to be selling Spider-Man shooter gloves, and we don't really want to be selling a bunch of this other useless crap because it's not going to sell as some people make it seem. Come over to product search, and we want to change our country to United States. We want to have our ad impressions anywhere from 30K to 100K. The reason why it's such a big jump is because I just like to play around with it a lot and see what kind of shows me the best results. For the sake of this video, we'll do like 60K and see what comes up. We want to do our last ad date as 24 hours and our first seen date as 15 days. A lot of people don't know this, but PPI is actually really delayed when it comes to products and impressions. Sometimes you'll have stores that won't even show. Impressions are totally off. This is why I think PPI gets a lot of hate, is because people will just say like, oh, it sucks, it's not accurate. But if you have the right mind, you realize that it's inaccurate 80% of the time, but you just look at the products itself, you'll look at it in the same kind of eyes and lens as you would looking through the Temu products here as well. When we come over to PP ads, we want to be looking for things that solve a problem or insecurity. I was going to do some scrolling on here, but I can see just right off the bat, we can see 2 products here, which are exactly the same, which I know are certified winners because I have sold it and I know other people who have sold it as well. This is a good product which solves an insecurity. I think everyone here has seen the shapewear products. This is the exact same product, but for men. So we can clearly see that these people are scaling up ads. They have a decent amount of ads that they have. They didn't start too long ago, and we can see that in the product itself, it solves a problem and an insecurity. This is how I will utilize my PP ads method. This is all it takes to find products that will bring you in 6 figures. And I'm being completely honest when I say that. It doesn't take much more magic. It really is just a matter of looking at the product. Stop looking at how many impressions they have. Like, you can look at the ads to see if their ads are good, but dive deeper than, oh shoot, is this, this one has a cool picture. Like, let me click on that. Look deeper than just the thumbnail picture for a lot of these products and click on them and figure out what they do. Assess and say, hey, who would buy this product? Does this solve an insecurity or a problem that I should really be solving and bringing to a certain audience? For example, just scrolling a little more here on Temu, we can see products like these. I don't know how many of you guys would click on this, but this was a 7-8 figure winner on Facebook. This is like a deep cleansing patch which takes out a bunch of like toxins from the bottom of your feet. And I don't know how many people would click on this, but this is exactly a winner, which you would have seen a year ago. You could have easily made 6, 7, 8 figures off of this product. This is the criteria that I go through when I'm looking for my products. Just keep in mind, we're looking for stuff that solves issues. As Q4 is rolling around, we're getting to a point where you can sell more and more ridiculous stuff. So I say, typically towards the Q4 side, when we have Halloween, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and Christmas, all those main holidays coming up, we do have some leeway in selling products that don't solve huge problems. For example, we have products like this Halloween thing right here and this Snoopy hoodie, which have been blowing up. I would say at this time of year, these are exceptions. You can sell products like these which do display some sort of love or caring towards someone else, or are just really holiday specific. So what I mean by that is when the holidays are coming around, we want to be, you can be looking for products that, show some sort of affection or love towards somebody else. So a meaningful necklace, a meaningful bracelet, a personalized gift. Those are all things that will do well during this Q4 season. And also certain clothing items as well. You're going to see a lot of custom embroidery hoodies, a lot of custom t-shirts and everything like that. A lot of Christmas tree lights. I would say products like those will still sell during Q4. So that is my exception to my list I have here. But that's pretty much all I had for this product research method. I hope this helped and you can apply this knowledge. If you do have any questions or just want to talk to me and join the fastest and biggest growing dropshipping community, I'm going to have my Discord server linked right down below. We're hosting a free AMA this Friday, so join up to see what time it is, and it's completely free to join. I hope to see you in there very, very soon. Peace out.